Good morning, everybody. I'm gonna start this morning by saying if there is any place you want to post my videos, my life story, anything that may help someone else, somewhere else, anywhere else, you can post these videos. If you want to post them there, don't feel afraid. I'm putting all these videos out because I want them to go out and help people. So, anywhere you feel like you need to put them or you'd like to put them there. That's fine with me. So, start with a prayer. I said, God, thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for waking us up. Thank you for the ability to feel for other people. Thank you for granting me the serenity to accept things. Thank you for watching us, guiding us, and protecting us, Lord. Keep us on the right path and continue watching over us. In your name, amen. So today's December 4th. I hope you guys miss me. Start your day with a smile, please. It says we are feelingless people. If we could really feel, the pain would be so great that we would stop all suffering. Julian Beck said other people's feeling is painful to us, but we have skins that protect us from the continual awareness of pain. We know that we are connected to all other life forms on the planet, yet we are distinct beings who can disregard the suffering of the torture victim, the slaughtered animal, or the starving child. The thickness of our skins is good in one sense. It lets some of us be whole and happy in a world where many are not. But if it is too thick, we become callous. We shut out reality and pretend successfully sometimes that everyone is as well off as we are. It is difficult to respond to the suffering of others in a balanced way. The serenity prayer can show us how. Grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, courage to change things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. It says much suffering can be lightened. Many decide to work in some way for the welfare of others. Our feelingless is only as deep as we decide. Much suffering can be lightened. Many decide to work in some way for the welfare of others. Our feelingless is only as deep as we decide. My skin is a membrane that receives information from both sides. I will pay attention to both sides of the messages today. Awesome. Today is a good day. Since we're feelingless people, I figure in that aspect of being feelingless that sometimes I see someone holding a sign on the street, or I see somebody with a disability. I may mock or say some things in my head or at times out loud that are just feelingless. It's just disregarding. It's disregarding someone else's pain and putting me on a pedestal, putting me on an altar. I think that's pretty, I've said it before that maybe that's something I must work on continuously because I have that problem or I have that awareness. If we could really feel the pain, it would be so great that we would stop all the suffering. Man, that's kind of weird because the pain would be so great we would stop all the suffering. I'm not sure I understand too much where that's going, but at the end of this, it makes sense. It says other people's suffering is painful to us. Nowadays, now when I start realizing that everybody's not as good off as I am or we are, then I start getting a little painful myself thinking of these other people. It says we are connected to all the life forms on the planet. Yeah, we're here. That's an easy one. It says we disregard suffering of the torture victim. It's not me. I guess that's where I can disregard other people's feelings because I can drive by and say, that's not me. when I first started recovery, I could say I did that a lot more than I do today. Uh, Today, I use someone else's suffering as an awareness to me, as somewhere I don't want to be. That's a good thing about meetings is I can go in and people tell you how their life is unraveling, and you get to say, thank God that's not me today. Thank God I've got some sort of path that I'm on. It says the thickness of our skins is good in one sense, and lets us be happy in a world where many are not. So I get to be happy today, and I know that there's a lot of people who don't. So today, I continue to pray for those people. It says we shut out reality and pretend successfully sometimes that everyone is as well off as we are. That's not a truth. Everybody's not as good as you are or I am. There's a lot of people out there who are pain, discontent, who are suffering, and still they're the happiest one in the picture. The one in the picture that's smiling the most is probably the one that's hurting the most. It's difficult to respond to suffering of others in a balanced way. It says, grant me, okay, this is a serenity prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. I love the serenity prayer. I do use it a lot, but I must accept things I cannot change and have courage to change the things I can. Much suffering can be lightening. Many decide to work in some way for the welfare of others. Our feelingless is only as deep as we decide. So I'm only as feelingless as I choose to be, because the program in God teaches me how to not be so feelingless. I am selfless. I love to say selfishly I am, selflessly I am selfish. To me, that means I am selfless in the way that I am willing to give everything that I have for the benefit of other people. Selfishly, to help me in the long run. Does this mean I'm a selfish person? No, it means I want to help myself through helping other people. That's the objective goal for me. The goal is to help others, helping myself. That is truly what I intend to do. Not only with this channel, but with my life story, with everything that happens. It says my skin's a membrane that receives information from both sides. I'll pay attention to both kinds of messages today. It's like my stepdad always says. He says, you can learn from the dumbest person in the world, and you can learn from the smartest person in the world. I learn what to do, and I learn what not to do. So if I'm always learning from either one of these people, then I'm always learning continuously. That's what life's about, is continuing to learn, continuing to feel for people. God's true mission for us is to love. Love one another. When we get where we're going at the end, which I believe is heaven, we will be surrounded with love. I don't know how that's going to unfold or work out. Not sure. I just know I want to be a part of it. That's it. So listen, guys, as I said, if there's anybody that could use some of these words that come from God's mouth through mine, then let them have it. Send it over. Share it. Put it on Facebook, Twitter. It doesn't matter. The object is to become feelingless of our own emotions and give away to someone who does not understand or who is struggling with this pain, because it's painful out there, guys, and you know it and I know it. So listen, if you like what you hear and you want to hear more of what I gotta say, to smash that like button and subscribe today. I'm Chris. I'm an alcoholic. 11 19 12. I'm cashing out.